Hi, everybody. I wanted to share with you today our main selection story for this week. Our reading comprehension skill for the week is sequencing of events, which means that when we retell a story, we want to tell the story in the order of the events that it happened in. We don't want to start at the end and then put the pieces in the middle and start with the beginning. We want to start with the beginning, the middle, and the end. So our main selection for this week is called A Harbor Seal Pup Grows Up by Joan Hewitt, and the photographs, the pictures, are by Richard Hewitt. So I'm going to scroll down to our story. And here's our main selection for today. And when we read, like I told you guys, I want you guys to look for the sequence of events. Look for the events that go in order. And our purpose for reading today is to find out how Sydney is found, helped, and released back into the ocean. By the ocean. The harbor seal pup is 2 weeks old. Here she is. Her name is Sydney. Sydney stays close to her mother. She drinks her mother's milk. Waves crash on the rocky beach. Harbor seal families lie in the warm sun. Sydney and her mother lie in the sun too. Now, boys and girls, in the story it says that Sydney drinks her mother's milk. That's because she is a mammal, and mammals drink their mother's milk. They're warm-blooded, they have hair, so Sydney is a mammal. Sydney's mother gets hungry. She dives in the water to catch fish. The water is too cold for Sydney, so Sydney stays on the shore. The seal pup waits for her mother. She waits for 3 days. She is very hungry. People notice the seal pup. She is alone. Will her mother come back? The next day, the pup is still alone. The people call for help. Sydney is rescued. Now that word in yellow is one of our vocabulary words this week, and we know that the word rescue means saved. So the people call for help. Sydney is rescued or saved. Nursed back to health. Sydney is brought to a sea mammal center. A scientist named Peter is in charge. Peter takes care of young seals. He lifts the thin pup from her cage. We already talked about a mammal is a warm-blooded animal that drinks its mother's milk and has hair. Young means that the pup is very little. She's still a baby. Sydney is weak from hunger, and we know that hunger means she's hungry. Peter knows just what to do. He puts a tube in Sydney's mouth. Then Nicole pumps a drink into Sydney's stomach. The drink is like a mother seal's milk. So they're trying to feed her something that's relatable to her mother's milk so that she can get better. Sydney is full. She is also very tired. She falls asleep. So she fell asleep in her bowl. When Sydney wakes up, her eyes are bright. She looks around. What do you guys think she's looking around for? Who do you think she's looking for? I think she's looking for her mother because she still misses her. Peter examines the pup, and we know examines means that we take a close look at something. So Peter is taking a closer look at Sydney to make sure that she's okay. Her heartbeat is normal. Normal meaning that it's where it should be. It's exactly where it should be. So is her temperature. She is healthy. Sydney has a full set of teeth. That means she is at least 3 weeks old. Sydney is small for her age. Sydney gets her drink 3 times a day. She becomes stronger. Using her flippers, she scoots around. A child's plastic pool becomes Sydney's playpen. She likes the water. She swims faster and faster. Nicole shows Sydney a fish. Sydney does not want it. Nicole does not give up. Day after day, she wiggles a fish in front of Sydney. Then one day, the pup swallows it. So they were trying to introduce Sydney to fish because that's what the pups eat, and they were trying to introduce her to a more solid food instead of the drink they were giving her. Before long, Sydney wants to eat fish. She waits for her bucket of fish in the morning. The pup is gaining weight. She no longer needs her healthy drink. Sydney is 5 weeks old. She has a thick layer of fat. The fat will keep her warm in the cold water. Sydney is ready to be on her own. Returning to the ocean. Peter puts the pup in a carrying case. Other scientists take over. They carry Sydney onto a boat. Sydney is excited by the ocean's salty smell. She shakes the case. The boat heads toward an island. When they are almost there, the boat stops. It is time to say goodbye. A scientist tips the case. Good luck, little one, she says. So now Sydney's ready to be turned back to the ocean because she's healthy enough to be able to be on her own. Sydney slips into the water. She will find other seals. She will catch fish. Sydney will grow up in her ocean home. The end, boys and girls. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And as you're reading, either by yourself or with your moms, dads, aunts, uncles, cousins, I want you guys to stop and think about when you're retelling to put the order of events in a sequence, meaning you want to put them in order. So we don't want to say that Sydney got released into the ocean, Sydney lost her mom, because that's not the order of the events in the way in which it happened. We want to say that Sydney was with her mom, she got separated from her, a scientist came, found her by herself, took her to examine her, to look at her closely. They fed her, they took care of her, and then they released her back to the ocean. I hope you all enjoyed the story. Bye.